Hello and welcome to the East of England Foundation School. My name is Helen Johnson. I am the Foundation School Director for the East of England, which covers the East Anglian Foundation School and the Essex Beds and Hearts Foundation School. Our Deputy Foundation School Directors for those are Helen Barker for the East of England and Ritik Banerjee for Essex Beds and Hearts. They are both currently very busy clinically, and I am hopefully going to say a welcome on both of their behalves. We are really grateful for all of the interim foundation doctors that have agreed to volunteer for the NHS at this time. We know it's a really difficult time to be starting work, and it wasn't at all how you prepared to finish medical school or start your clinical practice. And all we can say is that we really hope to support you very well in this transition phase between medical school and your full working life. And again, reiterate just how very grateful we are that you have agreed to start with us. When we thought about how to have you start safely, we clearly decided that you would be worried about starting at this time. You might be worrying about accommodation or your support within the trust or any support that might be external for you. Please be assured that we have considered this, and our trusts and us are going to work very carefully with you to make sure that you are truly welcomed and valued with us. From the teams in our trust perspective, each trust has a foundation training programme director, and this is a consultant with a key interest in foundation trainees. In trust that those are now moving predominantly into clinical practice, they are nominating a senior other to take on their role, and they are the linchpin or the key for you within the trust who will aim to see that you are well supported. They will be hoping to meet with you either virtually or in the flesh on a weekly basis to make sure that all is going well. They will be setting up for you a buddy cell and within your workspace of some other of the interim doctors and some F1s and F2s that are currently in practice, so that you have a core group of trainees and can provide each other support and reassurance at this time. They will be making sure that when you start that you will be shadowed in and not expected to practice as an F1 initially, and in fact not necessarily throughout the whole of this interim, as we will be doing it on your confidence and your skills, and we are very keen that we support you in that. For the deanery, we have the Professional Support and Wellbeing Service, and these are offering support and wellbeing for all trainees, all doctors in primary and secondary care. On our website, you'll be able to see their address and the information that they have, and one of those will also be doing a welcome video for you so that you know that they really are there for you. We'll be putting some wellbeing resources on Panopto, which is our learning platform for the HE East of England, and your trust will also have wellbeing resources for you. Physical and mental health at this time is very important, and we do recognise that this will be a stressful time for all of our trainees. For the learning, currently our learning is predominantly around COVID-19, but there are many learning resources out there for you generally. You will already have been provided with HEE's e-learning for health fast-tracked foundation programme to finish before you start your placements. With HEE we have chosen a induction package. We have taken some of the statutory and mandatory that we think are most important and placed within there, and the key bit from the foundation e-learning. This would be really advantageous for you to do. We've also suggested some other learning options that you may wish to pick up either before you start or in your first few weeks with us, so that it increases your confidence. But be prepared that we will not be asking you to do anything outside of your competency, and if you are uncertain, always ask. We also have other resources signposted to you with other organisations. This includes BMA Learning, it includes Foundation e-learning and HE's Tales COVID e-learning, as well as that the Trust will put on Panopto for you. Please note that in normal circumstances we would have a great deal of teaching, deanery, sub-regional and trust-based teaching going on, but these are currently not in play. I think that's covered all our key areas for you. Please be free to contact your FTPD so that they can support you, and please be aware that we are really grateful for your agreeing to volunteer at such a difficult time. You are truly welcomed and valued to our region.